Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
You guys through the next couple of hours. It was a good day. I saw a lot of folks on social media saluting their troops despite whatever kind of weather was going on. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're doing great. I mean, I'm in the holiday spirit after looking at those.
Me too.
I do wonder, where do they keep all those decorations when they're not in the front yard?
Holidays. I mean,
I want to know what that electricity bill looks like.
Right.
That would work on July 4th, too. So you might as well just keep them up all year.
That's true, yeah. That's a good idea.
Why not?
All right, thanks so much, guys. We will check you out, I guess not tomorrow. You guys are, the weekend is upon us. Well, Kelly, we'll see you tomorrow. And Dr. Postel. Jordan's the one who is off. We'll see you guys a bit later. America's Morning Headquarters rolling on.
And we're talking about not just snow, but a lot of wind, too.
Yeah, and that combination is not a good one. That is for sure.
With
and that is,
November.
November is an odd month because I always think of
particular.
Right, it's like a smorgasbord of things, right? Yeah.
It's kind of the all seasons month.
Right.
Well, America has morning you in the northern tier. Well, it's been rough for the past about 24 hours or so with the wind howling, the blowing snow. So this is the radar estimated snowfall totals. You can see higher pockets of snowfall totals in northeastern South Dakota, stretching over into the Duluth area. So a few of those local storm reports that we've seen, upwards of 6 inches of snow, 6.8 as we move up towards Chisholm. That's where we're just to the north of Duluth. And really, it's been Minnesota that we've seen some of the more impressive snowfall amounts come out of this system. And that 6.8 is the highest that we've seen so far. But those snowfall totals still starting to come in just a little bit. We have the blizzard warning still in effect for this area of South Dakota, the I-29 corridor, Watertown. That's until 6 p.m. this evening for those really gusty winds and the lower visibility with the snow blowing around. Here's the good news is that the snow is finally starting to taper off. This system's getting a little bit moisture starved, so we are starting to see not as much snow as what we were seeing maybe just a couple of hours ago, but still falling in Sioux Falls, still some flurries blowing up into the Fargo area. And this, even though the snow will start to move out with this low pressure system, the wind is going to remain. And really, the wind will be a big problem for a lot of today. You can see in Pierre, South Dakota, still 53 miles per hour with those wind gusts, 43 in Bismarck. Grand Forks right now coming out of the north at 53 miles per hour. So, Alex, this is a rough
as we head on through the next few days, a number of festivals and activities to enjoy, including the Festival of Illumination, which is taking place in Mendon, Massachusetts, going through the weekend. And the forecast is actually turning out to be pretty decently mild to start. It's a little cooler towards the weekend, but dry all the way through.
But you expect it to be cold in Massachusetts this time of year. It just hasn't been so far.
Absolutely. So get out there and enjoy it. Biggest, largest lantern show in New England. Southwick Zoo is going to be illuminated by hundreds of lanterns and custom-built exhibits constructed from silk, steel, and, hey, environmentally friendly LED lights.
There you go. Let's head to Texas now for the outdoor family campout. This is in Rockwall, Texas, and look at this forecast. I mean, when I think of camping, this is what I think of. You know, you're not going to sweat.
Right.
You know, it's just going to be just perfect.
Absolutely. So get out there, enjoy a day of maybe fishing, kayaking, football time, and we got some good college football action that'll be taking place. There's going to be NFL action as well, you name it. But first, we go to a game that is near and dear to Molly and I's heart. They're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee and our dogs going at it. It's actually going to be one of the cooler games of the year so far. So,
and I still just love to see this number one right here. When Alex and I were together, we always run the risk of talking about Georgia football just a little too much.
You can almost guarantee it's going to happen. But the key is to have that number one at the end of the season. So we got to keep that going. Good looking forecast, though. Sun will be out. All right, let's get you to Auburn.
Great game, too.
Yeah, Mississippi State going there to Auburn here. This is going to be 11 a.m. kickoff, so early kickoff here for you. But again, another sun-filled forecast with temperatures that'll be in the 50s.
And even with the early kickoff, those temperatures, not too bad for this time of year. Tallahassee, you know it's never going to be too bad in Tallahassee. This is an afternoon game, 3:30 tomorrow, and we're going to get close to 70 degrees.
Man, I tell you, this used to be a game that was just like on everyone's schedule. It's appointment TV. Now it's like, but the forecast is looking good. Upper 60s here for you as we head through the game. All right. The big boys get going on Sunday here for you. The Buccaneers and the football team from Washington going at it there. Of course, they play in Landover, Maryland. But we've got some clouds around. It looks like we'll stay dry for the game as well on Sunday.
A little bit of a chillier forecast, too, as we kick off some of the NFL games on Sunday. But this is not one of them as we go to Arlington, Texas, the Cowboys and the Falcons. 70 degrees, a lot of sunshine. I think all in all, these forecasts looking pretty good this weekend.
Yeah, no big weather issues here for the games we've seen so far. How about we head to Denver? The Eagles going there to Mile High City, where we'll find ourselves looking at, well, temperatures as we get to kick off right around the mid-60s or so. A little bit of a wind, but really it doesn't look like weather's going to be impacting the game here.
And we finish off in Green Bay. Now, this is the first one that we've actually had some kind of weather that we have to talk about, and that is potentially just a few snow showers as our Clipper dives through.
Yeah, so maybe around tailgate time, you'll find a few flakes flying around, but once the kickoff gets going, snow showers should be done.
That's nothing to Green Bay.
No,
it's nothing.
Exactly. Absolutely. All right, well, let's go ahead and force. And it looks like we are going to see that. In fact, today we're finding that across the upper Midwest with some of that wind.
Chicago, you can see a little bit of that mix flying today with a few snowflakes, but I really think it's going to be towards the weekend as our Clipper starts to move through, starting on Saturday in many of the same areas that just saw snow over the past 24 hours. Before that flies across the Midwest, the Great Lakes by the time we get to Sunday. The rest of the country looking pretty nice. Seattle, we're still in that atmospheric river event that it stretches down into the Portland area where it's just round after round of heavy rain.
No breaks showing up there. Meanwhile, keeping it warm there in parts of the Southwest. LA near 80 here for you as we head into our Monday. Meanwhile, we've cooled it off in the southeast, highs in the 50s in the ATL. But I mean, Chicago, we just talked about how warm it's been. 37 now for your high.
But just wait, because as we get into the middle part of the week, Chicago, you're going from 37 all the way back up to 54. So if you're not a fan of the cold, then it's not going to last for very long. 64 making a rebound in Atlanta, 82 in Dallas. So as we track towards the middle part of the week, the upcoming week, we are going to see a big temperature rebound for a lot of the South and even the Northeast and the Midwest.
Yeah, next system node now slicing its way from the Great Lakes into parts of the Mississippi Valley. Some showers associated with that for Indy, back down towards even a spot like Memphis.
But what I love to see is actually portions of Seattle are going to see a break before the end of the week.